I also picked up a few florals because why not? It's meant to be a really windy day. Got beautiful pale blue. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Trisha. I'm the owner of Golden Bottle Designs, a handmade hair accessories business. I'm based in Sydney, Australia, and I specialize in headbands, different types of them, specialty scrunchies, and bow clips. In today's video, we're going to be prepping for upcoming markets. It's already a little later on in the week. Today is Wednesday. Just yesterday, I signed up for an additional market this Saturday. This is a new addition to my list of markets. I was originally not planning on doing one this Saturday, but I kind of got a little antsy yesterday and I said, you know what, I might as well just do it. It's a slightly shorter market. It's like an 8 to 1 sort of setup. And that still means I get to enjoy the rest of my Saturday. So I've got two markets coming up this weekend. First one's the Richmond market and the second one is a night market in the Hawkesbury. So I will have a little bit of Saturday off and I will have a little bit of Sunday morning off, which is always great in case I need to get anything more prepped for either of these markets. With that being said, so Hawkesbury is the first market of September. And from then on, September is going to be a really busy one because I think I've got about 5 or maybe 6 markets scheduled already. We'll see how it goes. I need to make a few things. If you've seen us at our last market, I spent a little time when it was a little quieter making up my to-do list. Now I've got a bunch of things to prep and plan with the onset of spring so close, so near at hand. But I'm going to try and break that down into smaller, more manageable goals and tasks so that I don't overwhelm myself. And for this week, our focus is going to be on bow clips. I have just 4 of my satin bows left, so I really need to stock up on those in the more popular colors. So I really need to whip up a bunch of satin bows. I'm trying to introduce a slightly different style of satin bows as well. So there'll potentially be 2 different styles that you can find on my website. I'm going to try them out on markets and see how they work first. I'll show you what they look like once they're done and you let me know what you think of it. I have a really long list of tasks to do, but if I get the bows done and I get a head start on a couple of scrunchies to add to the scrunchie board, I will be really happy. And I need to whip up a few more satin scrunchies, and you know, I just received that gorgeous shipment of printed satins, so I'm hoping to work on a few of those fabrics. And in addition to that, there's a few more of those color changing prismatic fabrics that I picked up when we went overseas the last time, which was a while ago now. So if I can get a few of those done, I'll be really happy. I also want to make a couple of the big lace bows like the black one that I have on the website in a couple of different colors for the markets this weekend. So I think I'm primarily going to focus on bows through today and tomorrow. So Wednesday and Thursday will be bow making. If I can get that done sooner or quicker, that means I'll have a little more time to focus on other things. And maybe Friday, depending on how much time I have, I'll get started on a few of those scrunchies. And yeah, that's what the week looks like for me. Over the last few days, I've been busy with a few things around the house, a little bit of spring cleaning and such. And I've also been working away at the bunch of scrap fabrics that I had cut out into different sizes for different products. Progress on that is steady. I have whipped out a bunch of scrunchies, but I still have the headbands and the bows to be made. Once all of the scrunchies are done, once I'm done sewing all of the scrunchie tubes, I'll show you how much I've got left. For now, it looks like we're going to focus on bows and a few scrunchies for the spring launch. Now, before I do that, I want to show you some of the fabrics that I picked up on my recent trip to Spotlight. They had a one-day only offer where a lot of the fabrics were decently discounted, and they also had an additional spend 120 and get $40 off sort of thing going. When those kind of vouchers are active, that's pretty much the best time to pick up fabrics. So I picked up a few pieces, and I'll start off by showing you that, and from then on we'll move to cutting fabric for our bows. So I've got all of my fabric in this great big bag here. I've decided it's time to refresh my towel scrunchie range. So I've got some beautiful pale pastel colors. I think this will work really well for spring. This first fabric here is a restock. This is a gorgeous black floral that goes really well with our style of wire headbands. I had a custom order for a headband in these prints, and if you did not know, we're open to custom orders. Just message us and let us know what you're looking for, and we'll see what we can work with. I was lucky enough to find more of this fabric in store, so I picked up a couple of meters of that. The next few pieces are actually from two different shops. Some of them are clearance, some are not, and I've got a few Christmas fabrics in there as well. I'm so excited for those. It isn't quite the complete range of Christmas fabrics for this year, but I've gotten a head start, and that's always good. So next up, I found this gorgeous pink textured cotton, and this was in the clearance section, so I pretty much bought whatever was left on the bolt, which was not a lot, sadly. This one, wait till you see the print on this. It's this gorgeous print with books, stacks of books, and I'm thinking for teachers, librarians, or even folks that just generally love to read, this is going to make a gorgeous headband. I love the colors on this one. I don't think I picked up very many stretchy fabrics because there was not really much that was new, but when I saw this one, I knew it would be perfect for warmer weather, and I'm going to whip up a few maybe a little later once we're settled into the warmer weather. I found this one in the regular fabric section, and I thought it would be perfect. It would be a perfect addition for our Christmas range this year. So I picked some of this. This is another one that I found, and yes, same thought process here for the Christmas range. While I'm showing you the Christmassy stuff, I might as well show you the third one as well. And I got this gorgeous red and black tartan. Now, none of these are overly Christmassy prints, but the colors are just perfect. That way you can wear these through the year, match them up with whatever outfits you've got going. And I think they'll work really well. I also picked up a few florals because why not? We're headed into warmer weather. Have a look at this one. So pretty. I can't wait to work with this one. We've got another one which is a little more muted, but I absolutely fell in love when I saw this print and these colors, so I got some. This one was on clearance, and it is so cute. It's a little bit of it's a corduroy sort of fabric, and I think it'll do really well for some kitty stuff that I'm planning. So this one's a slightly different colorway. I just realized that I don't have too many maroons and reds and colors like that. So I picked up this floral, really pretty again. Sunflowers. I cannot keep up with how much you guys happen to love sunflowers. So I got two different fabrics, one with a darker background, one with a lighter background. I love them both so much. It will be a nice addition to the sunflower range, which currently has the fabric with that slightly bluish print going. I think this will make a good addition. And then I saw this one. Really pretty, really gorgeous. My husband also pointed out that in my display I don't have very much of blue, so I picked up a couple of blues. I got this one, which I think will make really pretty headbands, perfect for summer. Can you tell I'm getting into the summer mode already? And then I saw this fabric. This is more purple with little bits of blue going through, but again a really pretty print. And lastly, I wanted to stock up on some more of the native Australian prints. I used to have one particular headband that was very similar to this sort of color combination with a different print, of course. And I can't find that fabric anymore. That one was really popular. So I decided to get the next best thing and picked up this one. So that's my fabric haul for you. Which one was your favorite? Let me know. I can't decide between this floral and that book print. So next up, I'm just going to work on putting these fabrics away. fabrics all taken care of. Just gotta set them in their own spots, find them a home on the wall, which will be difficult because I am running out of space. But we're gonna have to try and figure out what to do with these so that I can get to working on the next task. So those new fabrics are put away, and I've picked out a few fabrics for satin bows. Some of these are brand new, so the red's going to be a new addition, as well as this particular green and the pale pastel blue as well. The others are all going to be a restock, and I also have to pull out the white satin. And once that's done, I'm focusing on these colors first. If I have a little extra time, we'll see if there's anything more that we can add. Good morning, everyone. Today's Thursday, and I thought I'd just give you a quick update on where we are. So like you would have already seen, yesterday we spent a little time putting away some of the new fabric and picking out satin fabrics, some new summer restock for our satin bows. And I'm also gone ahead and cut out those fabrics. Now, after that, I didn't really get around to doing a lot more because I had a couple of meetings that I had to get into. So I took care of that, and with that, the day was gone. Today, however, I'm hoping to get those satin bows done with so that I can spend tomorrow tying up other loose ends and hopefully getting a few new scrunchies made. So it's on to bows today. So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I've just gone ahead and sewn up all of the pieces of fabric that will become our satin bows. And like I said, today is Thursday, which means it's the day I publish my weekly YouTube video. So I'm going to take a little break, have some lunch, and work on editing that video. Once that's done, I'll get back to these bows. So today is Friday. It's the last day that I have before I can prep for this weekend's markets, and we're going to try and finish off our satin bows. Good morning everyone. It's a beautiful bright Saturday morning and we're at one of our regular markets this morning. I didn't get an opportunity to film the process of setting up because it's meant to be a really windy day and the winds had already picked up in the morning, but we're all set up and I'm going to take you around, show you what the setup looks like today. So while we're waiting for things to pick up, I brought myself a little bag of bits and pieces that are works in progress, and I'm going to sit and literally work on them right now. So I've just picked up a bag of scrunchies that I was working on. This was from that massive scrap fabric pile. So I should be able to finish turning these over by mid-morning today. So guys, we just had our first sale and it was a massive one. The lovely lady picked up a set of 3 of our twist headbands, which was a bundle deal, and picked up a couple of gifts for friends and family, a claw clip and a wire headband as well. So that was a brilliant start to the day. I'll try and keep you updated as the day progresses. Good morning everyone. Today is Monday, which means we've had another weekend of markets. This weekend that's just gone past, we did 2 markets. The first one on Saturday was at Richmond. It was a glorious day, beautiful weather, with one little problem. It was meant to be a really windy and gusty day, and when I tell you the wind had its game on right from the get-go, right from the time we were setting up, there were gusts of wind making it really hard to set up. And that's one of the reasons I did not capture the entire setup process for you. When the gusts died down, it was an absolutely beautiful day. People were out, people were shopping, and that's always a good thing. But I think because of that gusty weather, a lot of folks decided to call it a day early and move on out. So towards the end of the market, like the last hour, hour and a half or so, it was really, really quiet, to the point where I actually spoke with the organizer asking if it was okay for us to pack up early, not because it was quiet, but because of the winds. The winds were absolutely insane. Anyhow, we decided to stay for the day right till the end of the market because I really hate having to pack up early for whatever reason. So we stayed right to the end, and I'm glad we did. We had a few new customers. We had a couple of our regulars stop by. So for all of you who stopped by, thank you so much. Your support means the absolute world to us. So after that exhausting windy morning, we came back home and the rest of Saturday was pretty chilled out. I thought I would get to do a little work on some products for Sunday, but honestly, I didn't have it in me. I was so mentally exhausted. Come to think of it, when it was Thursday, so Thursday around midday is where I think I peaked, and the exhaustion from there just kept rising. So Thursday was a bit of after I finished editing the video, I was so tired, and that kind of carried on to Friday, but I still kind of soldiered on and I did complete the bows. I'll show you the bows just after we finished doing the market recap. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday we had a night market. This was with an organizer that we've done a few markets with. However, the location was a new one, so I was not sure what to expect. But it was meant to be beautiful weather. I had the day off, so I said, you know what, let's go. Let's see how it turns out. Turns out I should have stayed home. Again, beautiful weather, lots of people, but not many people were actually spending money. And the organizer actually decided to end the market a little early. That's how quiet it was. We got a few sales. We just about made our stall fee, which is not the best, but you know what? It's getting increasingly hard out there. And I know people are trying to be cautious with their money, especially with Christmas coming up now. So it's going to be a very interesting run up to Christmas, I think, to see how it all pans out, how spending changes over these next few months. It's going to be very interesting. But I'm grateful for the fact that we at least made our stall fee back. We wound up early, packed up, came home, managed to unload the car the same night. And that's all I can say about it. We had a few sales, all for scrunchies of different sizes. So not much to say about that particular market. I am glad though that that weekend's over. So before I end up for the day, I've had a lot of questions about the lights that I use for my night markets. I'll show you what I have. It's not a professional setup, mind you. I was a little skeptical before signing up for evening markets, mainly because I did not know how the light situation would work out. But these two lights that I have done the job brilliantly. I still want to pick up another one or two maybe smaller lamps to kind of light up the area towards the back of the stall. What I have is this. This is one that I picked up from Bunnings. I think it's called a batwing light. So it opens out like this. There are a few different light settings. So one, you can either have this little bit like a flashlight. You can have the single light come on. You can have both lights, and it lasts really well. It lasts me the entirety of the market. Once it's fully charged, I haven't really ever had a problem with it running out of charge before the end of the evening. But even if it does, if you have a power bank, you could easily plug that in and keep it ticking. This next one was a complete surprise. I was walking through Kmart one day. And the reason I got only one of those was Bunnings. That was the last piece at Bunnings. So I'm really lucky that I found this one. This one was just in the outdoor and camping section at Kmart. And it was on clearance. I think I paid 29 bucks for it. But super effective. So let me see. There we go. So it's sort of a contraption like this, and you can hang it off. You can direct the angle of the light, and it's really bright. You could even have it sitting on a table if you so desired. And as you can see, it is super bright. Now this is one that we used all through the day yesterday, but it is still bright enough to light up this entire room. There's a couple of different brightness settings. And you've got that flashing light situation as well. Most of the times I run it on the higher setting so that it lights up everything really nicely. And both these lights have served me well. I just feel like I need a little more light, like I said, towards the back of the stall. So those are the lights that I use for my night markets. And let me show you all of the bows that we managed to complete before I sign off. I've made a few pieces in each of the colors. I've actually put one set of these bows in my market box. These are the colors that we had. So I've got the off-white or the cream. Next up, we've got the black bow. We've got this beautiful green, so it's all very similar to the kind of colors that we have in our scrunchies. I've only stayed away from using the really thick satin that we have. So this is like the Goldilocks satin that I have. Not too thick, not too thin, but still really pretty. I am in love with this red one, and I think this would be so nice for around Christmas time. And we've got a few of our really popular colors. We've got pinks. We've got this beautiful pale blue and whites. I've made a few of the more popular colors just to have on hand. So those were the bows, and I think I'm going to wind up this video right here for today. If you've watched along right up to this point, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you really soon in the next one. So till then, take care. Bye-bye.